Hello everyone, this is your Curia, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are open. Welcome back to Book of Hours within Lovecraft Country. Okay, so I've not yet fully recovered from being sick, so I'm going to be probably breaking this up into 15-minute chunks, a little warning beforehand, but there's a couple of things I want to tackle right here at the top. Now, some of you may have noted, if you were paying close attention to the comments for a bit, that back when I did Hush House Lecture 5, which goes over the lore of the what's now known as the Secret Histories universe, basically Cultist Simulator, this game, plus the oncoming third game in this trilogy so far. He might go further than that. Is that they argued that my interpretation of one particular fact facts over what happens upon the dead in this world is definitely wrong because it doesn't meet the canon of the game. Now I'm going to show you exactly what canon of this game means. So a little story time. Now I was testing this to see which one was going to bring me tryst, because I'll need a third tryst in order to be able to access whatever unique result you're going to get for the next salon. So I noticed the wolf stories had two. Now the wolf is about the wolf divided, which is the Fenrir-like beast that chases the sun. Now, if you recall, I stated that this was created because of the injury of the sun, and would then go back to peace once it devoured everything else, brought it back to source. Now, the thing is, let's see what the official record is. Okay, the wolf's return. The sanctioned version of the Book of Suns says the wolf divided was awoken by the sun's division. We know that the wolf was at his own hour even when the sun was whole. We don't actually know that. Notice this is the sanctioned version, which means the one that the editors of the Church of the Unconquered Sun approved of. So we glean and guess the sun might be healed and the wolf returned to its slumbers, which I do not believe to be possible, but since the Unconquered Sun has a vested interest in keeping sun worship going and, of course, the universe as it is, even in a broken form, this is what they would say. So we glean and guess that a second dawn will bring peace and the wolf will fight to prevent it. That is birdsong. But the alternate version, the received version of the Book of Sun. What a received version means, by the way, it's the one that's originally written, received as a vision, and written down. This is what the books of the Testaments, for example, in the Bible, were before the Council of Nicaea and all the other revisionist parties that the church had to change the text into something more acceptable by the state. Originally, Emperor Constantine of the Byzantine Empire requested that the canonization of a single text of Christianity be useful in his empire building, is to have a single faith as opposed to, at the time, hundreds of different interpretations of Christ's teaching, including Gnosticism, which, we've gone over a lot in this channel. So, yeah, the received version would be where you would get the raw text. Tells us the wolf divided was born from the sun in Spender's division, which is the exact opposite of what this version said. We know this, for the sun can be reborn only if the wolf joins the sun's other selves. Only if the wolf's hunger is assuaged will it join the other selves, and only if the flesh of its other selves can assuage the hunger of the wolf, because that means the wolf is actually part of the sun unconquered. This is one of the reasons why the Church of the Sun Unconquered does not want this known, because they're always about sun is light and goodness and hope and joy, and it's nothing to do with the that dark force over there seeking to consume everything. But everything contains its opposite. So therefore, that which gives life shall take it. A second dawn herald the last day. This is the grim lesson of Skolopsky. Now, of course, we will be doing this right here, simply so I can get tryst. But while we're here, let's do a quick story time, because I want to see what other stories we can see. You hit this, it'll tell us all the ones that can go in, like Hill and Hollow. How they began. In the beginning, the Carapace Cross served the first hours the gods born from stone. We went over that actually in Hush House Lecture 3. At the first, the Carapace Cross were the Thrich kind, which sought the monarch at the crossroads to rule them wisely and found him in themselves, who began as many ended as one. This is a riddle, and the riddle makers know its importance. That basically means that you will find divinity within and divinity within the liminal spaces of self and world. Liminal means, I know it's overused, but it simply means areas between. Something that's not. Like, for example, if you've seen Alan Wake 2, Wayland Dorr describes himself as a liminal being by saying a door that is between two rooms is in both. Like I said, it's a riddle. It's a riddle even in the real world. Question is, do you understand it? The round. There are no words in the bird songs. The bird song has no beginning and will have no end. Basically about the Song of Creation itself will continue. A vengeance. The hour known as the flint and wheel are gone, but the blood of their name emanations mingle with the blood of mortals. Now that's the exile and his father, by the way, if you recall. And from it sprang the line of Antios. That's his line. Be careful. If enough Antian blood is spilled, the flint and wheel might wake. This is remembered the songs of warning. You can also use this to produce tryst as well. That is correct. That's why killing your father might not be the right decision. Because it might actually lead to the apocalypse. Because that's just everything leads to the apocalypse, really. The Roost, a thief of sighs, a scavenger of thrones, a border weaver and a thief of knots, the thief of colors and the thief of bones. This is birdsong. These refers to the 6 avian powers. 6 of the powers have the beachcomber, who might only just be one avian form, have avian forms which then meet to discuss. Rumors and secrets. The Seaborn, the Lygian Morgan, holder of the key of Black's Fire, called Seaborn, Tide Drawn. Now that is, remember, one of our patrons. Did she come from Yiz behind the waves? Now, I've been told in one of the comments that Yiz may in fact be a reference to King in Yellow's Carcosa, which is the city of madness that the Hastur dwells within. If we speak her name at the rising of the moon, can we summon the old song of flutes and bells? Those are birdsong riddles. You may not want to. Right, sand stories. The city. The 7 tainted immortals we call Lygians are relentless in their appetites and outcasts under the laws of heaven, but they have their uses to the hours. The Lygian Keredos has known all the great keys, and even now she holds the key of days. So each year she meets the vagabond in Vienna to exchange the names of lesser keys for the stories of vagabond travels. We call their gossip birdsong. So yes, they're holding the key of days, and if you recall, that if the wolf consumes everything, that's called the last day. That is the key that she will turn, probably, to end this age and this world, which again is on the edge of apocalypse continuously because of the sun's fatal warning. I think we did this one already, just checking. Yep, all right, that's Carib's Cross one. Let's try anything else. All right, so, kind of starting with a bit of a long talk here, but I just wanted to go over that. But we will, since we know exactly what the little song one is, we will assign this to get tryst. Because we're going to need it anyways. Now we want to keep tryst not to combine, but just to... Now this, of course, increases the need to bring everything up to level 4. So that we can get all the stories from them. For example, this one's a bird song. We've already used it and signed it, so we can't actually get the story again. But we did at that point. You'd have to go back to find it, though. Yeah, these are all, by the way, the solutions. Yeah. We can, for example, give Connie, tell Connie to do the, hear Connie's trouble. Yeah. We can assist Connie in solving it her way, because given that she's, the metaphysical Gestapo, not sure that's the greatest of ideas. Anyways, back to unreality, as it were. But technically that was unreality, and this is just kind of reality. As the house itself is liminal, we have slipped between worlds in it before, obviously, and it will happen again at some point. First, look, I'm trying to help you here, alright? Let's give you an egg. Alright, where are the eggs? Only one? Damn it. We're going to have to get more of these. Now, for the moment, tryst isn't on my highest schedule, so we'll just use the new one to feed the beast, as it were. Meanwhile, we're going to have to, after we're done there, definitely consume the... now, we don't have any more lessons left, but we do have one more persistent memory that I can generate called Enduring Reflection, which I might do up here. If I recall, I think one of these has got Rose. Yep, St. Genevieve. What I can do is grab that, grab Pearl and Tide. Notice it will produce Enduring Reflection, but I require a memory. The memory I have right now is this one, which would go in, but I need to get at least one more point. Now, do I have a rose candle? Because God knows I got a lot of candles. Candles. I mean, yeah, but the Gothas is kind of expensive. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to make. If it's not candle, what else can we throw in here? Could throw another element of the soul in. Do we have... I don't think we have a rose animal. I mean, I'm pretty sure the dog doesn't count. Nope. Cat. Oak. Anyways, and down here we can just see about any of these. No, none of the animals do that as well. We may just have to throw in the other fet. Probably get a third fet at some point. And that will produce enduring reflection, which is just one more thing we can store here. And that we will do. Do some prayer. It's been a while since we've been some prayer to either the lower or higher gods. Alright, so that happened. Now, just listen to the rain and meditate upon it. So what next? Now, the thing is we could actually consider, we've got a couple of days here reading a book. You know, it's been a while. Alright, for example, this one's going to be easy. We could just do Teresa Gallmer's new one. That will produce a new Purifications Exaltations, and we can use that. Upgrade something, I'm sure. Yeah, either something with either lantern or sky in it. Not sure we have any level 3 ones we want to concern ourselves with there, though. Except for sights and sensations, and I think we've been avoiding that one simply because we've already used it for Fet. Yeah, what else could we produce here? The Skin of Silver would produce... Oh wait, this one's already been used. We need to put it just back into storage. This one, not used. Grail, easy enough to do. Would be Trimista Head... Tridesma Curia. Probably particularly horrible way of doing that. Which one would we attach it to? Wolf could go to 3. The Serpents and Venoms could go to 3, and it hasn't been used, so we can do that. Yeah, okay. So, what we will do, the Wonderful Shape. The blessing invocations, the triple knot recorded at the Sanctuary in Cyprus, notable for its weavers, sculptors, and gardeners. And if you're not familiar, the Sanctuary is probably Atticus, which is a sanctuary where the worship of, I'm trying to remember, Cybele, which it did involve, by the way, the castration of her divine lover, represented by the high priest. Some of these religions have a pretty high entry cost. Odds. Grail, there we go. Now we could use Chore, or could use Herb. Honestly, let's use Herb. That only gives me 2 Grail to start with, so I've got to locate a good Grail one. 5, 5, 5. Let's see what else we got. This one should do it. Yep, another 5. That produces 7 right off the bat. Let's see the book. The language, however, requires me to use... Where's the knottage? Kilsami. Doesn't unfortunately add any... Okay, so we have with a memory and... possibly tool. Now the tool is easy enough. I can get 1 point from leave the bowl, because the kitchen implements also count as tools. That's, however, not the correct one. This one does count as a tool. That makes it 8. So I would need a 2-pointer for Grail, which I do not know if I have. Yeah. Indian waiting. And that would actually do it. I'll have to create a new one using Ascended Harmony, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so let's get this one knocked out. I don't actually technically even need the knife for this, although it's good to know it does count as a tool. That sort of thing. Alright, so let's dance along and hum along with the resurgence and insurgences to understand the wonderful shape. Okay. That's okay. Alright, so yeah, the Forge level 10 book. Where would that go? I don't remember my own system here. Okay, so easy enough to do. Wow. We must have it up here. Let's get all of these down here for the moment, so we don't have an issue. This is level 10, I guess, yeah. Since we've actually got... Let's just get the entire thing down here. Yeah, eventually we're going to run out of room for new books. The Forge ones we produce will have to come up here, and we'll get another set up here. What do we have anyways? Scar in the Sky. Oof. a bit much to put out in the open. Let's see. What are you? Ooh, you're also a level 10. Ah, good. Finally get you where you belong. Yep. That's not what I wanted. Sigh. Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, good to know we got this one open now. We got so much to do. 10, 12. We probably could get these up there. The edge ones. Okay, so. In there. I know, shelving and reshelving, it's not exactly the most funny thing, but I am playing a librarian here. No, go here. Okay, so you know what to look for. And yeah, we'll eventually use the extra space to cause some more organization. And I'll probably eventually put the knives and put the high-level knife edge books in the basement. But during flexion going, we got that going. Let's see about. Oops, wrong section. You want to go? Yep, here we go. Let's get set in harmony. What is the book? The thing that we need? That's a good 12. The skill will be. Recall what it is. Bloody hell! Royal Companionship? No. Huh. Send in harmony. Wind and waiting. There we go. Yeah, that will do. Wind and waiting. There we go. Hit it. Truth be told, we don't need the heavy one. We can just do this with a standard one. Could even do it with just another one entirely. But yeah, wind and waiting. Let's get that recreated. And after we do that, can we actually just use the music room per usual? Thinking so. Alright, so, because they count as musical instruments as well as, obviously. Any parallel, ascended harmony. We need 3 more of sky. Let's see. What do we got? The Atmos is kind of counter to that, but yeah. 8 and memory or in memory. So we'd have to have another 2-point guy memory. I'll just wait it out and use the flutes afterwards to make things entirely too easy. Also, somebody gave me a interesting hint dealing with cooking that I can combine the magic pears, the pyrus arcanicanius, with spices. I completely forgot about spices. They have like this whole different setup. There we go. That's Wescop compounds. But poor yis. Alright, cool, we can do that. It's also named after the damn city, so okay, let's do that. But also, notice pear pie, Molly ad juice, Murray de cake, apple charlotte. Oh, good lord. Sacrament. Oh, we've got so many other things we need to just check out. Like, how many different spices. We've got at least 3 here that are just going to be spices and food. Okay, so let's make the yiz. Pear yiz. Insane pears, I guess. And yeah, we still have one of these, which I think is going to be more than enough. Vegetables. Onions, we'll get to that in a bit. Alright, then. That's something new. We'll probably add to a dessert tray, which, good lord, that's a lot of desserts. We're going to have like 2 desserts next time we do this. Side. Now, anything else you want to tackle? I think probably... Yeah, do you want to do any collection? Probably. Got time. Alright, so what we will do is we'll grab Trist and... They're in autumn. Don't know what we might get. We're short on driftwood. If you grab one of these. And... Oops, what do we need? Horns and ivories. There we go. Gather in autumn. Haven't gathered down here very much. Alright, so. Grab another tryst. Coil and chasm would be interesting. Probably that much, but you never know. Let's see, what else we've got for gathering? Ah, of course. How's our vegetable situation? Looks like we're fully stocked. 5 is what we're usually going for here, so we don't need to go any of that right now. But we could... Short anything. Pumpkins, onions, leeks, potatoes. I think we're good here. Should double check. I'm wondering, can you do this with the eye? Do you do it with the eye again? Investigate. Let's say just stay up there. Right. Leek, onion, pumpkin, potatoes, and marrow. We've got all those, so we don't need to specialize those. And yeah, there we go. And we should save some for, you know, the birds, the egg layers, chickens. I couldn't remember the word chicken. Yeah, let's get started. Oh, wait, also need, let's make quick up with letters, pasteurized there, and of course, water supply. Let's go check on the water supply. Yeah, we're actually good. 5 water, we don't need to use anything right now. Since it's autumn, we should check to see if there's any particular fragrant chalice. I think we're good with fragrant chalice. Just checking. Which one's... Yeah, that's fragrant chalice. We got 2 of those. Alright, anything else? Sea blessed pears. I think we've got those. Well, let me double check that. Supplies. Oh, actually we don't. Could use one of those. Alright, so let's go gather some sea blessed pears. Honey Scar Jasmine. I think we've got that. Alright. Like Pour Belle Helen, except it makes you dream of drowned sunsets. Ooh, my god, that's a lot of forage energy. Okay, so it's sustenance, and it's pudding. So it's actually a, it's also glowing, which, I don't know, in this particular scenario, it's probably okay. Let's see. Since it's a pudding, where does it go again? Alright, gotta remind myself. Pudding, there we go. That's a side dish. Yeah, oh my god, do I not have pudding? Ooh, I don't have a pudding. I don't have a pudding table? That's just wrong. Alright, so we need a place to put things. Yeah. Can't have your dessert if you don't have your pudding. There you go. I guess we'll stick it there for now. With the preservation spell, just wash over it. Meanwhile, herb the only fatigue one I have? Yeah, might as well. Take a shot. Just water, mind you, but essentially what we're doing. Now, how is our... This is dandelion coffee, I believe. Even aisles. Alright, I think we have that already. Yep, right there. Right there. I guess we can stick it here for now. We need to use it up. Croutons. Wow. So much. Anyways. Put you back into the basement, shall we? You like it there. These are all been occupied. Oh, come on. There's got to be someplace. It's getting full down here. There you go. Kill your friend there. Make some more snakes. I don't know. I didn't check the gender. See. Wow, we've gone 25 minutes without stopping. Must be feeling better. So, yeah, I'll go 30 minutes and then I'll take a break. So, right, we still have to... Let's check out the book, actually. Should. The roots go deep, the knot remains. Talking about the basis of life, basically. Okay, so we got a bunch of things we're collecting, and, you know, if we're going to be using up water, we might as well just draw more. For 6 pence. Was good. Let's see. Didn't even notice the delivery. Come on. Let's see if that broken down. About to see what else we have to order. Let's see. Not quite so precise a day as usual, but we're doing okay. Alright, pause. 5, good lord. Okay. Future fodder for the sea. It's whispering sand. Interesting. There's enduring reflection. Driftwood fragment. Yeah, that's what we need. And last but not least, Eva's Locks. Gonna have to go into the toss away stuff. We still have, I think. Let's do this. Alright, so loop talk rock here. However, and not sure where this is gonna go. Good lord. Leave it there for now, but we do need to get the wood back into storage because we'll need that to produce new pears if necessary. I know I'm over-prepared, but it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Where's the alchemy key? Yep, there you go. There you go. The whispering sand, on the other hand. Not sure. I think we store that over here since it's considered a material. Yeah. I'm going here for now. So much to do. Anyways. Yeah, that's actually useful because it counts as glass. Alright, so. Alright, one thing to add. Butter. Let's put that back into here. Sugar. Just switch these two, I believe. Milk. Flour. And drippings. This is by accident, but we'll find a use for it somewhere. I'm sure. Curious. What happens if you put together drippings and bread? Where's the bread? Grab some drippings. I mean, sounds tasty to me. But I don't know if it's something that they think is tasty. This is the British we're talking about. Grab the knife, stick it in. If that does anything. Okay, so that's not useful. Guards on toast, I think we already have those. Look up here. Yep. See if the mackerel's any different. Nope. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ham? No ham sandwiches. I don't think there's any pheasant sandwiches either. Yeah, but that's the same if we do this or don't. Vegetable stew. Wait, what? Onion gratin. Ooh, okay, let's do it. Is this necessary? Yes, it is. Ooh, we found a secret one. Onion gratin it is. And that means, of course, we're going to have to make some more bread. Let's grab that flour. Let's grab grab the milk this time. Grab another... This, what's that? Skill. And the bowl, of course. Go for it. Let's get the drippings back. Didn't manage to do anything this time, but we will. I'm sure of it. Don't know if we could eat evil's locked. I don't think seaweed. Some people eat seaweed. I don't see it as an actual food. So, hang on a second. Okay, and we are in fact back. Okay, so let's see how this session goes. Now, a couple things I realized when I was perusing my persistent memories is I actually don't have Wormwood Dream, which is, you know, kind of important, but it's also easily done. It's one of those ones you can get easily by using loss. So, let's... Come on, you. There we go. We shall renounce this for a quick loss. We're going to need... where is it? Edicts Martial, which is going to have 5 of the 10 moon we're going to require. And let's see, I believe... I don't think we have a moon left. We're going to have to basically grab a metal and get another 5 somehow. So the quickest way to do that would be... Now, if I recall properly, one of these had a decent... Yep, this one gives us 1. This will give us 6. And the memory will give us 0, but we have 2 ingredients, both of which need to produce a total of 4. I don't know if we can do that, actually. Let's see. Cooking ingredient, sustenance, leaf. Oh, actually, what do we have for leaves? Nothing, unfortunately, that will work. Flour, though. Definitely, if I recall properly, you don't have it. Damn it. I don't recall properly. Tea Holly only has 1, though. We need to be able to have another 3 from another location, so we may have to wait until we can get one of these regenerated. The one we want regenerated is obviously going to be Trist Plus, since it'll give us 2 here, and we'll only have 54 seconds, or we go ahead and burn 2 pence to get this done in 60, which is what I think I will do. Since I think we're good cash-wise. There you go. Alright, so that will give us in 60 seconds, plus also in 60 seconds we'll start another recharge here, so there is that. Now, if I recall properly, because it's been a few hours, got 2 things cooking, right, dough here, and onion gratin, whatever that is. Sounds tasty. So, yeah. So we should probably consider... How many of these have we actually read? Serpent Root, 3 and 3, Sun's Design, and Sky and the Scar. The thing is, we can probably... I'm trying to remember if we have actually read these things. If not, where I put the other ones, because it's kind of important. Actually, you can easily find out. Where's the Newman? Oh, doesn't have that. Dawn period thing. Nope. I was kind of hoping that. Luckily, I forgot about this tool. One Sky. So many things I'd completely forgotten about. But... let's see. We shall see. Alright, this would be where the Grail is. Now, I'm going to have to, when we finish it, get another section of Grail. Where's Grail? Seriously? Is that the only Grail we have? Wind's Ruin. Triple Heart. Right, that's better. Right, no. Why isn't that one going off too? So very weird. Anyways, let's get these. Over. There's so much organizing it's doing. There'll be another one up there next, which is, I think what we're going to do is grab the 10s up here and put the 12s in higher, hiding. Except for the damn moon books. There's so many of them. Good Lord. Sky and moon. What else? Now, we're actually going to have to, since we used up the onions, use something here. Identify as onions. There you go. That means we're going to have to... Oh, we still got the sun up. We still got one of these. We will replace that vegetable container. Okay. So... anything else at all? Just got an earthquake name going. Now, Alright, let's get the quick ones done. Okay, so let's grab the onions, put them back in the pantry. Oh, they got top here. Got it. Pickled mushrooms. Did we have mushrooms on toast already? I think so. How many things you can do with bread? Yep, fried mushrooms. Sorry. Getting hungry. Just staring at it. Okay, so what else can we do? Don't think we need any more gathering, especially, but we do need to replace our Solomon's mixture. Let's see, where is it? I think maybe a volatile will do it. Let's grab this place, volatile. Let's see. Grab metal just to activate the menu. Right, we need a flour, and we need 10 of these. We have 3. Memory, 2 ingredients, and kitchenware. Now we can obviously get one from up here, I think. This one doesn't have it, right? Nope. Okay, so it's just this one. That brings it to 4. Do we have any memories that are moon attached to them? No, we can easily get one by, but we do need flowers. We can fit here. I'm sorry, what? What? Put this back. You know, I was actually thinking Solomon's preparation because I needed a drink with winter in it. But you know what? That's fine. We better go see if we can replace the Blue Crown tea. Blue Crown. Hit it. Didn't mean to find that out, but we did. Blue Crown tea. Excellent. Excellent. Where the hell do we get Blue Crown? If we need more Blue Crown. Rose, Linton Rose. Probably check out the other plants too. Okay, that's not it. Claw Trumpeter's Relief, Numa. Same thing. Interesting. Where's the Blue Crown? Oh god, that's how I managed to lose it. Avogate. Let's look that one up. I know I got it from somewhere, but I can't remember where. And it's the plant. It's this, that. Oh, there it is. Blue Crown in winter. Well, we'll be able to replace it shortly anyways. Good to know. On the other hand, we probably still want to make that Solomon's Peppermint, since we have practically none of it. Now, does this have... doesn't have winter. Chemical table does have winter. So if we were to grab the other one... let's get soul chapped in here just for this soul fragment we're going to need. Then put an edict at the top. Oh, right. Can't do that because it doesn't have it. Wondering, I recall, does the Mystic Pool Doesn't take flowers. Doesn't take flowers. Die. No flowers. Okay. Ah. I don't think we have any moon up there. It's definitely a sun-based temple. So... a little crazy, mind you, but unfortunately you can't get a flower in there. Nope, no flowers. Didn't think so. Didn't seem the type, really. That would be funny if I could do this. Fuel, gem, metal. No flowers, though. That's a good combination, though. We should seriously think about what we're going to do with that. That looks like it could be still in there, isn't it? Some part of it. I haven't done anything with that yet. Probably because I'm a little freaked out by it. I think I actually did something with it. Can you do flowers? You can't do flowers. I guess we're just going to have to wait for the oven to get back and figure out how we're going to do this. Okay, so got that going. Back anyways. There we go. Hope I'll be able to use this. Now I'm trying to remember what I'm using it for. I needed a memory or something. It'll come to me eventually. Oh god, too much distraction. This is considered a flower and a leaf. The leaf be used here. That could be used here. That would provide the flour necessary for this. And we grab... I can't, however, use that. Is there another one we could use, though? Exit containment. Saga, evil, almond preparation. There it is. We can use this. 6. We need 4 more, though. A solution of either a fuel or liquid. Now, liquid-wise, we can easily get... Yeah, actually we can. I believe we've got that. Where is it? Alchemy table. Boom. You know, I've been wondering what we're going to do with this stuff. The wolf snow ampule. So, yeah, there we go. That'll produce what we need. Finally get to use that stuff. I have extra of it kicking around. So what next? See what else blows first. I never actually... Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of stuff here we're going to have to fix. Wow. Reshelving. I don't know if you guys want to see me do the whole reshelving episode. The final invocation is one for the restoration of roots, to be spoken for the altar of the triple knot, but puzzlingly should not be spoken by any priests of the knob or even by one who have initiated into their mysteries. Interesting. Satisfaction, and there we go, lesson. Now that book goes into the... Why don't we just start here? Keep track of it. And we'll find the other ones down here too at some point. One less pipe shrill, and the wind is still excellent. Satisfaction. Oh. Easy enough to get, I think. Which one do we want? Intermittent precursors has an option, even though it's already been used. I'm trying to get everything up to level 4. So if we were to upgrade this to level 4, that would cost us, let's see, we can use Earth Sign, since it's got one of those. Like, if we just grab this. See how many memories we have already. Okay, yeah. Memory Satisfaction would fit here. Waiting would fit here. Earth Sign would fit here. This would fit here. We need effort. We don't have the right one. So, what we will do, however, while we're waiting, is... I'm trying to remember which one's going to have freaking... Oh, God. Skeleton books. Skeleton books. Yeah, I gotta remember which one of these goes where. I think this one's... I think this one is the one we want. Let's check it out. There we go. That should give us one that would be a little cheaper, I think, in the long run. But in the meantime, 38 seconds there, and yeah, we're gonna have to get one with the Grail. Probably herb, in order to be able to upgrade it. Which at least would be one of them. Now we might lose the memory loss, which of course is ironic. Heiress turn madam turn poetess. Well, that's definitely a downward spiral when it comes to employment. Only the rich people have the capacity to go mad and yet fail upwards. There we go. See blessed bears. Ah, yeah. Cooking ingredient as well. So we know we can do something with it. I wonder, can we toss the spices onto this one as well? I wonder. We call it kitchens are in operation at the moment, right? Yeah, so we won't be able to tell until we get to that certain point. Excellent. Now we have herb. Herb. Let's have chalice so we can pull this off right now. Okay, so I'm going to do grab 200 precursors. I'm going to put on the lesson. It's going to grab herb because that will go right there. Going to throw in, ooh, but we should probably wait for the other one to come up. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to recall, which one? I think we need health or water or anything like that. You need, our moon is already in operation, already being regenerated. That one isn't important. Probably just gonna grab herb for potential cooking. Tristan a penny. Okay, so that's supposed to work for this when we get the oven back. Dough. Excellent. Let's take that herb we've got going. There, that'll bake bread. I'm just curious, do spices do anything? I try to add spices to everything. Nope. Bake pear pie. Bake apple pie, bake... Yeah. Bake an apple charlotte. Bread and basket of albits. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Make a Madria cake. We've got apples, we've got pears. Do we have grapes? Can you make a grape pie? I didn't think so. Just checking though. Honey? Nope. I'm just checking. Everything, because I've got no idea how this stuff, how cooking actually works sometimes. Burgers and spice and everything nice? No. Checking everything is still paused. actually think any of this is going to work. I'm just trying everything. I mean, that would be apple charlotte. We have to make the bread first. Okay, I think that's about it. We'll just grab the usual baked bread. And while we're here, we'll grab the order form and we'll head over to this place. Let's see, what we want to do is grab the typewriter. We do not want to order the chirping. We want to order. I just hate the fact I can't use this. Rolling. Alright, we want to deflower. There we go. Onion gratin. Harvey Hartington campaigned for the introduction of this dish to the infirmary during his time coalescing at Hope's house, though Wakefield referred to grumpily as Trojan cheese. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what it is, but we have it. Heart, forge, and bench. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to put this over the side dishes. Yeah, those are not the side dishes. These are the side dishes. Okay, so we'll put that there. There's a lot of space, too. We've got more than enough for the next meal, I think, though. You can actually just serve these. They can't, actually. Kind of nuts, but okay. Let's see. Excellent. Actually, refill. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Always serve cold. More accurate to say inevitably serve cold. That's actually not bad, though. To sky to that, it's considered a liquid for the purposes of mixture. And to serve. Ooh, you can pour it out. It's got more than one. Then now we have tea. A new type of tea entirely. Although we're going to have to worry about room shortly. Learn something new. Okay, where is that? Okay, hang on a second. I guess to replace what we used. Finally got that. Although, yeah, we're not exactly hurting for water at this point. Yeah. What was that? And we'll get that knocked out. Finally, beguiling melody. Okay, that'll do it. Alright. Oops, I used up the herb. Oh well. Is this going to work? I don't think so. I need... Let's see... Nope, we're going to have to wait for the other herb to come online. I'm just kind of messing with myself, apparently. Let's see. Also, is this going... It's not doing anything. Okay, so... Let's check one thing. 1 minute. So I might as well just let that run. More veggies. Always good. Yummy. Need water. See if we can fit it back in. Development preparations. Excellent. We'll put that back where it belongs, over here. We have the funny beverages. There's the 2 that go there. Excellent. Definitely make some more sacrament up. Looks like I'm a little behind. Excellent. Bake bread. Okay. This is considered a side dish. Yep. Go over here. Hmm. Sigh. Difficulties. Okay, thank goodness. Now we can actually get that done. Okay, beguiling melody, memory satisfaction, and earth sign. Probably it's really easy to fix. And herb. Excellent. That's done. And the other one probably is going to be this one. I believe. Yep. It'll be that one. Probably tomorrow. God, now I need to find a bigger table for the side dishes. We've only got these 2 for the here. Maybe stick these here, stick that there. Put tea there, put the bread there. Oh boy. The question is, what are we going to have the freshly baked bread for this time? Not to mention, we got to think about this. We got a lot. 4 of these I didn't use. We could probably just grab something I want to see. Let's see. Although, kind of interesting. Put it up there sometime. A really good view of the raging ocean. And it's not that bad when it comes to size. Okay, so we definitely, however, should figure out what we're going to do with the cordial. You know what we could do with a cordial? Oops, hang on. Take. Let's have a drink. Noodle jar. Just love that concept. Yeah, we should bring the elderberry cordial to look over here. We find out we have yet another one. Oh. Get skeleton keys. We're probably going to need that for the next transition of skills. Flavored by the Brethren of St. Brandon's the day before the dissolution. Memory taste. Oh. I don't think we can actually get this done, unfortunately, because we have... Let's see... We need to get 2 others. Could use the skeleton key one we've got here. Problem is we need... Twist would do it. So if we did... read that one here, then throw in, let me think, skeleton key here. That will give us the beguiling melody plus memory taste plus we can with metal here. All right, this is probably nuts. We may not pull it off, but I'm gonna try anyways. No edge here, but this desk is his edge. Metal. Therefore, we can use, since we can use moon with it as well, we can grab confounding parable, which is right here, the moon's egg. Alright. And we've got one left, Tris, in order to be able to pull it off. Yeah, I might be able to pull it off. I ain't guaranteeing it, though. Definitely worth a shot, since we did have the good drink. We're getting too close, I'm thinking. Oh well. 39 seconds. Yeah, we're not going to make it. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Probably should have just said put it in bed and have for tomorrow, which I think is what we're going to do. Yep, the others are going to overshoot. Then we'll still have this, and we'll still use this lesson to bring... Ooh, Gale. Ooh, we can do things with that. Not as important as it once was, but it is still important to some degree. Edicts and volatile. Still be able to pull it off, I think. Pause. I'm not in volatile. What am I going for? Yeah, there we go. And... okay, so confounding parable, beguiling melody, this... not sure what we're using it for, but we're going to try to. It's already 4, though. Anything else? I don't think so for 4, but what about... no. Bits. Now the quick name would be a hell of a thing to throw in there. But we're finding parallel. Sorry, just thinking. Oh, this will definitely work. You know, the easiest one to get back is Curious Hunch. Effort. Low level Trist. And Lesson. Go. We'll get Edicts and Volatile up to level 4, where I want it to be. Okay, well, that starts the day. And since that's exhausted, we already know how to, once we get the bed clear, it's 11 seconds from now. Yeah, ooh, yeah, looking at the clock, we definitely need to start the next day as, you know, the next day. So, yeah. Definitely a lot busy. Now, the thing is, once we hit the end of autumn, we'll reset to the first guest, which will do their book for them, then invite them back with both the Smith, Denzel, and the, his best buds, Zachary, and a couple other guests in order to be able to try to get whatever special interaction those two had, which would definitely be an interesting case. Now, last time we got an entirely new skill, Coil and Chasm, which I also do have to get to level 4, though it's not nearly as easy with Nectar and Scale, being things we raise up with it, but we'll get there. Like I said, we'll see what we get for those skills. Probably not going to invest in another book until the next season, simply because there's only so few of them left at this point. And I'm relying primarily on the memories we get from the salons. So hopefully, yeah, also I managed to make it 2 half-hour blocks rather than just 4 15 ones, so I'm improving. Yay! Maybe back to a regular schedule sometime soon. Anyways, this is Fantastic Worlds, your Curia, letting you know that visiting hours in Hush House are now closed. Please return your shelve your materials and exit the building. We will see you next time on Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Like, subscribe, and comment. Wait, that's not how you say it. Never mind. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.